Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit, here to bring you another Kerbal Space Program video. And today we're just picking up where I've left off on, like on our mission, to, the planet Aurora and the Cacao system. And we've just undocked from our refueling station. It's actually back there. And, we're now about to be on our way through the wormhole and get into the Cacao system. So I was just wondering why this radiator was like flickering where this one isn't, but oh well. It's basically gonna be kind of the same, same kind of transfer I've done before where we just have to get an encounter with the wormhole so we can go through it. And there's our encounter with the wormhole. And there it is. And we're already on a trajectory out of Sarah and into just being in orbit around Sunwork. When with already a bit of our escape berm done for us. It looks like. I mean, actually, I think might be best we do a maneuver just so we know when I have to drop any of my fuel tanks. And now we just leave the we're just leaving the Sunwork system now. It's very dark out here in interstellar space. I think I'll go with this this transfer here that I've set up. You know, it would be even nicer to already get an encounter right off the bat, but we can just, when we get to here, we can just circularize there and then correct our ascending and descending nodes when we get there. But we still gotta go almost another full orbit around before we can do this. We are going to have a stage in the middle of our burns, so I guess I'll just keep an eye on that tank. Yeah, I really like these radial decouplers. I think they're from the Near Future Launch Vehicles mod. It's like if I was using, like, they have a really strong separation force, which is so much as like you don't even need to use separatrons anymore for most of the time, which is pretty nice. So one of my biggest worries was those tanks maybe running into my big radiators there, but it looks like that's not a problem. Okay, it's basically what we want right there. And there's Aurora B going around, and now we're just entered its sphere of influence. And there's Aurora, which actually you can see from pretty far away because of its it has a comet-like tail blowing away from it. And in fact, that is the atmosphere of the planet being blown away by Aurora B. Oh, and it's also getting real bright on this side of the spacecraft because we're close to Aurora A as well. And it's kind of like getting these different views of my ship without the GUI on, and for key parts of the mission. Now we just need to change our inclination to match Aurora's orbit. Yeah, it's yeah, I can definitely see the tail off of Aurora from like a light year away. It's pretty like I like how it even, like, I don't know if it's I guess it would show up even if you didn't have the distant object enhancement. Of course, there's Anahag that we just went to in the last mission over there, and Aneta, which is another one of the planets in the system out there. And there's Sunork all the way over there. And there's Kakablo. Yeah, I'm only waiting for longer for this encounter just to save some fuel. Well, I guess I could do maybe some quick science for nothing else, just to show off the science reports. And there's Aurora over there. That's just the normal one. Okay. Wait, I think should see how much it's actually going to take to get into orbit, which it looks like it's not going to be that much, because I've had times where I've actually gotten encounters with planets and tried to get into orbit, and I didn't have enough thrust to weight to complete the burn before actually leaving the planet's sphere of influence, but it looks like this is not going to be a problem this time. Okay, we're just about to enter Aurora's sphere of influence, and there we go, we just entered it. think we can just time warp to periapsis and then just do our burn there. Oh, that's a cool shot. I like how the two stars are like just right next to each other like that. I just looked at that, how many, our mission time, wow, that's nice. Oh, that's the tail behind the planet. We're just going through it. It's pretty cool. I guess we'll do a bit of science really quickly here. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, a lot of these look like they're the same. I think before we fully circularize, might be good to take a bit of a screenshot around here. Okay, I think I wanna... Let's actually time warp until the time where the more dimly lit side of the planet is more visible. Kind of like that. And that is very, quite something. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to make this the thumbnail or like me landed on the surface the thumbnail. So yeah, I guess we'll fully get into a low orbit. And then I'll undock and then we'll start our landing. Okay, landing here is going to be a little bit interesting. Okay, I say that the landing is going to be interesting because like in order to land safely, we actually kind of are going to need to we're going to have to use I'm either going to have to turn on like the infinite temperature cheat, or alternatively we can use the engines on our plane to slow down enough so that the re-entry is not going to be too spicy. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna burn retrograde. And it's just gonna, like this, it's just gonna take most of our fuel. And then I guess we try to flip around so we're facing prograde. So we might be a bit out of control for a little bit until we slow down or fall into the lower atmosphere. Hey, at least we got ourselves in a stable-ish flight. So as we're just gonna kind of ride this down till we're in the lower atmosphere. And the atmosphere is fairly thick on this planet, so it's going to... Perhaps going to slow down quite a lot as we fall. But we still need to be pulled up, ideally. Now maybe see if we can't land here. And we need to find a spot with that's flat and doesn't have many rocks, ideally. And I'd say that was a fairly smooth landing, maybe a little on the rough side, at least on the initial touchdown. Now here we are landed on the surface of Aurora. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if I'm the first YouTuber to actually send a plane to the surface of this planet. Maybe we'll see, we can't refuel here. And while we're doing this, I might actually encounter Aurora A's sunrise, which gets pretty bright on this planet, as you can now see. Yeah, there's Aurora A. And it's pretty bright. You see, on this side of the planet, it's basically, as this planet is tidally locked to Aurora B, it's always going to be, this side of the planet will always be dimly lit by it. And also have auroras in the sky all over the side of the planet that's facing Aurora B. Okay, I guess now that our plane is fully fueled up, I guess we'll maybe EVA a little bit. Maybe let's read some of the science reports, because I'm sure they're going to be pretty interesting. Yeah. And the mystery goo one's actually kind of hilarious. Yeah. So the surface of this planet, due to the proximity to both of the stars and the thick atmosphere, it's actually quite hot. Also, as you can see by the temperature report. So that would suggest EVAing on this place would be not recommended. But this is Kerbal Space Program. Or it's not, so nothing's really that realistic. Or actually, if I, oh, I can't, need to go inside. So if I were to look at what the thermometer actually says, it's 576, I think that's Kelvin. And I'll do a conversion for what that is in Fahrenheit and Celsius, but I'm sure it's actually quite warm. So I'm pretty sure room temperature is around somewhere around like 300 Kelvin. You're not wrong. Yeah, like even on like, because I think it actually is even hotter when actually when Aurora A is in the sky. Another candidate, good candidate for the video thumbnail right here. I have to say this planet is definitely one of my favorites in the entire Cacabo mod, for sure. I think I want to maybe fly to like maybe the edge of the hemisphere that's facing Aurora B, so we can actually get either like an Aurora A and Aurora B kind of sunrise like on the horizon, like with the two stars pretty close to each other. I just kind of like what I did on my exploration of Aneta, or Anaheg. I haven't been to Aneta yet, but that's coming fairly soon, as we only have one planet to do before that one. Taking off is always kind of scary, like on the surface of a planet where you have all these rocks like added in by parallax. Definitely makes landing and taking off with planes quite a bit more of a challenge. And even in some cases landing with a normal lander. I think we want to fly maybe until we're somewhere over there. And I want to get pretty high up so we can actually fly quickly without atmospheric heating being too much of a problem. I might time warp through, or I might time lapse through this in editing. Even this might be a candidate for the thumbnail. Oh, the reason I'm actually maintaining my speed at around like at around 1500 meters per second is I'm actually by the looks of it, I'm fairly close to like overheating certain parts of my plane, so I'm kind of just keeping my speed around that point. So I have a feeling I might just resort to turning the infinite temperature cheat on just so I don't have to constantly worry about it. In fact, that's what I might just do that just so, of course we're not gonna be massively using it, but I just want to I just want to not have to worry about the overheating, because I do want to be getting where we want to go quickly. But I'll still maintain my speed at around this. My altitude at around 30 kilometers. I think we're gonna want to start landing soon. I think around here is where we want to start landing. Well, we managed to land. That's what's important. Just doing this should help us turn more easily. Yeah, I guess our plane can finally cool down after we've been done flying it on this really hot planet and also really fast. Oh, I guess it's so, like, the glare is so bright that, like, you can't even see the other star anymore. Yeah, I guess we'll end this video here. And maybe in next video we'll do maybe a little more exploring. Maybe might try fly to one of the mountain ranges and just in case there might be anything interesting at the poles, we might go there. But I guess we'll call this here. Thank you for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with to bring you another Kerbal Space Program video. And if you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And peace out. Bye.